Alright, today is going to be a quick pick a card. I already drew the cards, they're right here, not been messed with, haven't touched them. So I'm going to write down the times, and then you guys can just click right to the time that your card is. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, and the topic is going to be what will happen in the next month. Now, time is, a bit of a illusion, so if it's, not exactly a month, I don't have to tell you, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 5 weeks, it could be 6 weeks. There's really no telling, but general around the next month, if everything's progressing how it should be. Messages may or may not resonate with you. If they do, that's great. If they don't try to force it. It might not resonate today. Maybe it'll resonate a week from now. You might be like, oh, this is what they were talking about. So just, take it as you hear it. All right. Let's see, so we're going to start number 1 at minute 30. Oh. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is absolutely beautiful. It is happiness, emotional fulfillment, just everything seems beautiful. It's like that Walking on Sunshine song. You are just, every area of your life is just overflowing with just happiness and love. And that is wonderful. So over the next month, you're going to feel like everything is exactly how it should be for you. It doesn't mean everything is, perfect. That, I don't know what perfect is, but, it means that everything is just wonderful. It doesn't mean it has to be perfect, but it is wonderful. So whether we're learning to fill our own cup, or this is happiness we're finding within a family unit, within a significant other, it'll be different for everyone, but it definitely is emotional fulfillment. Very emotionally fulfilled. Just very, very happy. Seems very calm. Just very simple and calm, and it's not like things are really happy and great because something like huge happened. It's not, that's not this feeling. This isn't like, the heavens opened up and here's some like amazing, you won the lottery kind of thing. This feels more like just, you're kind of in a almost drunk on life kind of thing. You're just in a really good place emotionally. It's a really, really good way to be. A lot of times people, this 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, those are all kind of seen as like wish cards, or like the cards that everyone's really wanting to get because they mean such great things. But I think people, when they think about great things happening, they think about, getting something. And that's, that's not always the case when it comes to happiness. Just sometimes it's just realizing what we already have, and that alone can make us happy. You don't have to, get anything from anyone or anywhere to really feel emotionally fulfilled. If you're doing the work, if you're able to fill your own cup, then that's something that you should feel continuously. So this isn't something I don't think, I mean, for some of you, maybe you're going to get some sort of great something or other given to you. But for a lot of you, I think it's just going to be a different perspective. You know, I think a level of gratitude is key here in a lot of ways. Poor cards. They're breaking. Alright, so number 1, number 2 will be at 5. We'll do 38 because I like 511. Okay. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Someone's becoming very truthful with themselves, which is great. Not only truthful, with people, outside of themselves, but also with themselves, like internally. Which, seems, to some people, I think seems, like what's the big deal, right? But, to someone who has kind of lived, another person's life, for so long, it's not easy for people who kind of have to feel like they need to people please for most of their life. Being honest with yourself is not something you're used to doing, because you're used to only doing what makes other people happy. So you really have no idea how to make yourself happy. So I think we're really learning, how to put ourselves first, how to be honest about that, and that's another tough thing for people like that. It's not, well, just take time for yourself. Well, yeah, it seems easy, but if you're this kind of person, that usually doesn't. It's hard to, you think you have to explain yourself, which you don't, but you feel like you do. You feel like you have to explain to everyone why you need to take some time for yourself, and then you pray that they'll understand. This is not the way things should be. It might be the way things have been, but it's not the way things should be. And there's reason for that. It's reason so you can notice the patterns, and you can make adjustments to fix them. Swords are always about thoughts, truth, beliefs, ideas. So the Queen is very in control of them. She's not overly emotional. She's not, real wishy-washy. She's pretty, for the most part, at least on outward appearances, pretty cut and dry. It's not saying she doesn't have feelings. She has plenty of feelings. She feels things very deeply. She's just able, I think, to sort out those feelings and be very honest about them with herself. Being honest saves a lot of time in just about every area of your life. I feel like she finally has direction. So maybe, over this next month, you're really going to figure out, from an honest point of view, where it is you're going, or what's important, what you're trying to do. She's surrounded by clouds, not only on her robe, but in the background as well. Clouds, especially gray and white clouds, are seen as wisdom in the tarot. So she's very wise, and, wisdom comes from experience. You learn, you grow, you fuck up, and then you try again. That's where you get wisdom. You don't, a wise person isn't somebody who just did something and was perfect at it, and that's that. Wise people are wise because they've messed up, because they've learned from their mistakes, because they've had to find numerous ways of doing something. They're not wise just because they're lucky, or, you know, that's not how that works. They're wise because they've put in the effort to kind of be honest with themselves and figure out what's going on in their life. Swords are air. That's why there's so many different, you can see there's angels, there's butterflies, there's clouds, all sorts of, oh, there's little birds, all sorts of things you know, see in the air. Elemental nod in the card. So maybe you're an air sign, maybe that has something important for you. She's definitely able to speak her truth, you know, and it doesn't mean that, you know, it's not still uncomfortable, you know, but I think it's becoming more easier to do every time they have to do it, every time they have to be honest. I think it becomes easier. Good. Being honest with ourselves. Alright. 11:38. I'll do 11:38. 11:11. Ooh, Magician. This is a great card. Magician is, he is a really, really good card. He is an alchemist. He's able to turn one situation and make it a whole nother kind of situation, one that works for him. It's kind of making the best out of the worst. And if you see on his table, he has all kinds of tools and things there. And what that is the magician has all his tools. You know, these are things that he's picked up, you know, and learned and mastered and kind of done. And once he has all these tools together on his little crafting table, you know, he can start to manifest things with these tools. You know, you learn things throughout your life. You learn by you know, example. You learn by experience. There's all sorts of ways of learning, and every time you learn, you get something. So like you'd get, you know, obviously not a cup, but a lesson. What he's doing, as above, so below, law of correspondence. And that all kind of has to do with the bare necessities of what it is he's trying to do. He's trying to manifest and you know, change something in an alchemical way. So it's a little I don't know what the occult. I don't know what the word would be for that, but he's surrounded by roses and lilies, so passion and purity. You know, it's kind of that dualistic, the polarity kind of thing. You know, we're all everything, you know, and nothing at the same time. So this is a great card because you're really stepping into your power. You're learning that, you know, no matter what happens, you know, you're kind of in control of everything. You know, I mean, it's okay to hit some bumps and be in a bad mood, or, you know, spend some time thinking about things. That's fine. That's great. You should. That's how we learn. You know, but the magician is able to take those experiences, take those feelings, and turn them into something that works for him. You know, whether it's a heartbreak that, you know, propels you to work on yourself and get better. You know, that's taking a situation that you know, might have really destroyed you, and making it to where now you're even better than before it happened. You know, those are times when we're alchemists, and it's really a cool thing to be able to do. It's not always easy, because, you know, sometimes things happen and they kind of throw us for a loop, but if you can remain like up above, looking at the situation, to go ahead and feel everything and ride that roller coaster. But then when you're done with that, you need to really kind of step back and look at things and think to yourself, how can I benefit from this? How can I kind of switch this around to make this work for me? You know, we should be benefiting from everything in our lives. We should be, you know, whether it's a horrible situation or not, you should find something that you can benefit, that you can draw from that experience and you can take with you and move on. You know, maybe some of you are just kind of getting brushed with your spiritual gifts. You know, maybe you've been working on clairvoyance or scrying or whatever else, you know, you're trying to work on, and maybe you're kind of coming into your own. You're learning more tools. Magician is a great card. All right, so there we go. That is that. We're at under 20 minutes, so it was a nice and quick reading. It's kind of what I was hoping for here today. Let's see. Since it's under 20 still, I'm going to do a quick, for anyone who's stuck around, I'll do an angel card. Let's see. So if you stuck around, we're going to pull an angel card to see what's going on. Alright, we got balance. Yay. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. Archangel Zadkiel. I love Zadkiel. Alright, I'm going a little. Alright. Says, Zadkiel helps you remember who you are in terms of your true spiritual heritage as a child of God. Call upon Zadkiel to increase your self-esteem and feelings of self-worth and deservedness. Keeping a moderate pace, cooperation and blended ideas, self-restraint, finding the balance between action and contemplation, waiting for better timing. The angels are cautioning against making impulsive decisions or moves right now. Instead, take the path of moderation and balance in this situation. You'll experience better results by reevaluating your current circumstances and changing your approach. If you acted impulsively in the past, you can heal and rectify things. And if you're considering making dramatic life changes, then this card asks you to approach those changes slowly and methodically. This card encourages you to work cooperatively with others and see things from their point of view. Compassion and kindness are keys to success when manifesting your dreams. Forgiveness also brings healing, which allows for new beginnings. Forgiveness, there's a topic. You know, you can't force yourself to be ready to forgive someone, no matter how much you want to. Sometimes there's just things you need to work out. It might go deeper than that. So keep that in mind. Don't beat yourself up. Alright. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it was helpful. I'm trying to keep these, as short as possible. I know people are on their way to work and doing stuff, and kids, and I think when the readings are a little bit shorter, it's a little bit easier for people to just to watch them and go about their day, because this doesn't have to be a big part of someone's day. So I hope I was able to help somebody. I hope you have a really really great day. I'm going to have the regular readings up on my Instagram, Divine Destiny 1111. That'll be happening in the next few minutes. Hope everyone has a really good day. Bye.